All right, so today we're going deep, really deep, into the world of insurance.
Oh, exciting.
Well, it is, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because we're talking about how this thing called Intelligent Document Processing, IDP,
Yeah.
is like totally shaking things up.
IDP, okay.
You sent over all those articles and reports.
Yeah.
This is what we're diving into.
Let's do it.
So, I know, insurance, not exactly like a party topic, right?
Not usually, no.
But the way IDP is changing the game, it's actually kind of mind-blowing. I mean, think about it. A system that can go through, like, mountains of paperwork, all those applications and claims and policies, and not just read them, but actually, like, understand what they mean.
Like a human.
Yeah, like a human. And then it can actually do things with that information, like process a claim or make sure everything's following the rules.
Oh.
It can even, get this, change how insurance companies figure out how risky you are, which means...
How much they charge you.
Exactly how much they charge you.
Right, premiums.
Yeah, premiums. So we've got an expert here who can break it all down for us, not just what IDP is, but what it really means for, the whole insurance world.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. And you're right, this tech it's really something.
So let's start with the basics.
Okay.
What is IDP really? Like, beyond just reading words on a page?
Right. It's more than just, basic text recognition. IDP uses AI and machine learning, sometimes even deep learning, to really get the meaning, the insights from all those documents.
So it's like, it's not just reading, it's thinking.
Yeah, exactly. Like having a whole team of analysts working 24/7, but they never get tired.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's not just reading words, it's understanding the context, the nuance.
Exactly. And what's really amazing is how they're using it, like across the whole insurance process.
Yeah.
Think about all those times you've been frustrated with insurance paperwork, right? IDP can make that whole experience so much smoother.
So smoother, faster, less hassle. That's the promise here.
Exactly. And for the insurance companies, it's less manual work, lower costs, and they can handle way more claims.
Okay, so it's a win-win. Sounds like it.
It really does.
All right, well, let's get into the specifics then, because our research pointed out some key areas where IDP is making a real difference. First up, claims processing. I think we can all agree, the faster the better, right?
Oh, absolutely. Imagine you're in a car accident, which is already a stressful situation, right? IDP can quickly process all the information from the accident report, medical records, even pictures of the damage, and automatically kick off the claim process.
So instead of waiting weeks...
Yeah, weeks or even months.
You could
Or
potentially
the payout faster.
get paid way faster. And maybe even cut down on fraud, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that speed can make a huge difference when you're already dealing with a tough situation.
Right. It's not just about convenience. It's about reducing stress and uncertainty, right?
Yeah, sure.
And for the insurance company, they're saving money and time. They can handle more claims. So it's really, like I said, a win-win situation.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, our sources also talked about policy management, how IDP is changing that whole thing.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. Think about renewing your car insurance, right? Normally, you'd have to dig out all your old paperwork, fill out a bunch of forms.
I hate that.
It's the worst, right? But with IDP, the system can pull all the info it needs from different places, automatically create your renewal policy, and even customize it based on, what you need right now.
So it's like it knows what I need before I even know I need it.
It's about making things simple, easy, and making insurance, less of a chore.
Yeah, definitely less of a chore. Now, another thing that came up in the research was regulatory compliance. This is a big deal for insurance companies, right?
Oh, absolutely. The insurance industry is super regulated, and keeping up with all the rules can be a nightmare. But IDP can scan all those documents and automatically flag anything that doesn't, line up with the latest regulations.
So it's like having a compliance expert on staff.
Yeah, but it's way cheaper, and it works 24/7.
Okay, so it's not just about speed and efficiency. It's about accuracy and, reducing risk for the companies too.
Exactly. And that brings us to one of the most interesting parts of IDP underwriting.
Ooh, underwriting. Now, that always seems like a bit of a black box to me, like something that happens behind the scenes.
Right, yeah. Basically, underwriting is how insurance companies decide how risky you are and how much to charge you for your premiums. Traditionally, this involved a lot of, people manually reviewing applications and data.
Right, yeah.
But IDP can analyze tons of information from your credit history to, in some cases, even your social media activity to build a much more accurate profile of your risk.
So it's not just about looking at the old school data points. It's about using technology to get a more complete picture.
Exactly. And that's good for both sides, the insurer and the insured. Insurers can price their policies more accurately, reduce their losses, and you might even get a lower premium if you're a low-risk customer.
Wow. Okay, so it sounds like IDP could be a huge game changer, but it also sounds like a lot for an insurance company to implement. Where do they even start?
It's not as daunting as it might seem. A lot of IDP solutions are designed to, plug right into their existing systems.
Okay, so they don't have to, rebuild everything from scratch.
Right. And your research actually had a good roadmap for getting started.
Yeah, the first step is figuring out which processes involve the most documents and are most likely to have errors.
Those are the ones that'll benefit most from IDP, yeah.
Right, focus on the areas where you'll see the biggest impact.
Exactly. Then you got to find the right IDP solution for your needs.
Right, because there's a lot of different options out there, right?
Yeah, a lot. You need to consider things like scalability, flexibility, how advanced the AI is.
Okay, so step 1, figure out what to target. Step 2, find the right tool for the job.
Right. Step 3 is to run a pilot project. Start small, maybe just in one department. See how the IDP solution works in the real world.
Okay, so test the waters before diving in headfirst.
Exactly. You want to work out any kinks, show that it's valuable before you roll it out across the whole company.
So step 4 is to gradually expand to other areas.
Right. And the final step, step 5, is to keep an eye on things, monitor and optimize the system.
Okay, so it's not like you just set it and forget it.
No. IDP needs regular attention. You got to make sure it's working as well as it can.
Gotcha. So, big picture, what are your thoughts on how IDP is impacting the insurance industry?
Well, it's clear that it's revolutionizing the industry. Insurance has always been kind of slow-moving and bureaucratic, but IDP is bringing in more efficiency, accuracy, personalization, and that's good for everyone involved, the companies and the customers.
It's amazing to see how technology is changing even the oldest industries.
It really is. And for everyone listening, think about how this technology might change your own experiences with insurance in the future. It's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Definitely. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
It's really given us a lot to think about.
Glad to hear it.
And for all of you listening out there, keep exploring, keep learning. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
All right, until next time.
Take care.